What is up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crypto FUD. Let's jump right into this, guys. What's going on, Ricky? Happy Saturday, bro. What a crazy Saturday. What a crazy weekend we're already starting off to have. We're going to jump into everything. Freaking Solana making all-time highs. Absolutely craziness right now. All right, well, let's just jump right into this, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Let's get into this, guys. So right now, we're going to jump into the whole Trump situation, what's going on. Ricky said Trump broke crypto market. Right now, let's just jump in. Bitcoin right now, sitting right under 104,000, absolutely looking great. We did run up yesterday to about 106,000 before seeing somewhat of a retracement as of last night. And you can see we've had somewhat of a little bit of a bounce since then. We kind of expected this to happen, right, for this weekend. In 2 days from now, 48 hours, like the thumbnail states, is the big day in regards to the inauguration. Why is this inauguration such a big deal for us? And it's just really because of what's going on with crypto, right? With crypto, with what Trump's been, talking about as far as just everything that's going on with his executive orders and all that good stuff. So, been anticipating that the markets are going to definitely see some nice movement this weekend, and we talked about that. So, nice W pattern playing out for Solana right now. So, excuse me. Just got back from the gym. I was like, I gotta hurry up. All right, let's do this, guys. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are living under a rock and you don't know that Trump has absolutely officially broke, just like Ricky said, crypto market for today. Right now, the big thing is this big Trump pump that we're seeing in the market right now with this new meme coin that dropped officially from Trump. A lot of people were talking about, he dropped it on Twitter, the announcement. This thing dropped about 15 hours ago. A lot of people were talking about that this was a potential hack. But it's been up for so long now that we obviously know that it is definitely not a hack and this is the real deal. I definitely, I did buy in at around $25 a little bit earlier today, but I was like, damn, dude, why did you fall asleep, right? If I wouldn't have fallen asleep last night, who does that? Freaking sleeps at night. Definitely would have been able to jump in. I probably would have, honestly, and not even just talking about after fact, looking to see that the thing's up 15,000%, but seeing it coming from Trump's Twitter, whether it had been a hack or not, I probably would have threw a nice little, at least $1,000 into the project, probably whenever I saw the announcement, just because you knew it was going to run no matter what, right? So obviously you can see from the last 15 hours, we've seen a massive run in this project, but this really isn't all about this project right here. Look what Solana did. Solana ran up and made new all-time highs. If you obviously know, the project was released on Solana's ecosystem, right? Which, very, very bullish. I love the fact that, and I'm sure it's probably people that are around Trump. It's not actually him. But the people that are around him they get it, right? They could have dropped it on Ethereum. They could have dropped it on Base. They could have dropped it on, you name it, right? Fill in the blank. They dropped it on Solana. And Solana absolutely went parabolic. And it's really, people were buying in on Solana? Well, yeah, they were buying in on Solana to trade for the Trump coin, right? If you look over and you see this volume just for this project alone, $2.65 billion in volume coming in the last 15 hours. So imagine, a lot of that money is people coming in, but having to buy Solana and then swapping it over into this Trump coin, right? Or Trump token, whatever you want to call it. The point of what I'm getting to is that's why we saw such a massive move in Solana, particularly on top of, maybe you're seeing newer people that maybe are just getting into crypto and they're like, damn, what is Solana? Or I've heard of Solana, what is it? And they can see, wow, I can trade. It's basically introducing them to DeFi, right? So this is why on a full spectrum, this project, whether it does really well or not, which we've seen it's done really well so far, it's bringing a lot of limelight to not only Solana but to the DeFi section of Solana, and I'm sure it'll probably help other ecosystems as well. So very, very big right here. And it's crazy to see how much influence one person can have over the market, right? And it's scary, but also it's an impressive, right? Something like with Elon, right? Elon says, "Hey, I'm buying this meme coin." It goes absolutely ape shit, right? And that's pretty much the same effect that we're having on this Trump coin, right? So definitely some craziness right now to see. I mean, usually it's pretty boring during the weekends, right? It's just pretty laid back, nothing too crazy. But I was anticipating, and we mentioned this during the streams, that I was anticipating that most likely this weekend was going to be a little bit different, just because come Monday we have the inauguration, and there's supposedly going to be some big things going on as far as day one executive orders. We've talked about that for the last 2 weeks now, right? So, Owen, what's going on? Owen said Trump stopped the bull market. How the hell did he stop the bull market? How do you stop the bull market? Ricky said he's never sleeping again. Bro, that's how I felt this morning when I woke up. I was like, bro, I'm like waking up. It's like 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm like, I start looking at, everything that's going on, and I'm like, I'm like, what? Then I go in the Discord. I'm like, I wonder if they know in the Discord. You guys are already talking about it because you guys are already up. I'm like, bro, I completely missed out. And then I started thinking about, if I'd have thrown $5,000 at that. These people are cashing out hundreds and millions of dollars. I mean, look at some of these buys and sells. Really look at look at this. Straight buys coming in. Absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. I told them earlier I was looking, and someone came in and dropped $2.6 million on just one buy. $2.6 million on just one buy. That's something that you see in Bitcoin, right? Like, you don't see that in the DeFi space. $2.6 million buy in just one buy. Absolutely crazy. So, a couple spots that I did mark if you are feeling the FOMO, like most people are. If you guys have the opportunity, I would say this spot right here at the 2450, somewhere around that area, is a good spot for some support so far. Remember, we're only going off of a chart that's 15 hours old, right? So there's going to be, a lot of price discovery. There's going to be spots, if this thing does retrace at some point, that we're going to really officially see that has support. But for right now, going off of what we have right now, 2450, somewhere around there will be a good spot for some, in my opinion, a good spot for some support. So anything under that 2450 would probably be good. And then if we do see potentially somewhere around the $19.50, somewhere around there, it looked like it consolidated and bounced a few times before shooting up. One thing I will say though, and we talked about this in the Discord, if you are seeing this project and it's back down towards $19, I'm not saying that I wouldn't buy in. Me personally, I just would be a little iffy, because remember how DeFi runs, guys, right? This thing right now is the hot commodity. You have people stumbling across it as we wake up. California right now, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, right? So you have people that have been asleep that are potentially waking up, stumbling across this, right? And they're FOMOing in. So the price is most likely going to see probably a continuation of a move. But what I'm getting to is maybe by tonight, tomorrow, everything cools down at some point, right? This could run all the way to the inauguration. Easily could. I'm not saying that we're going to see any kind of a major retracement as of now, but I'm just saying, with history on DeFi, we've seen projects like this, maybe not as big as far as like how much this thing has exploded in literally like 10 hours, but we've seen projects similar to this, and it's at any time, or there's always a point of time where it will retrace. It will hit its head and it will start retracing. So that's why I say, if you're seeing a heavy drop, just be cautious, because we might, at that point, it might be, I'm not saying the rodeo might be over with, but you don't want to be left holding the bag while all these people that have bought in are starting to dump, right? So I'm not saying that necessarily is happening right now or anytime soon. I'm just saying, be careful. FOMO will get you wrecked. It really will. It'll get you wrecked if you don't plan accordingly. So, but yeah, for the most part, the markets are looking great. Look at that freaking bubble. Right now, the project is the top in the top 30. It already broke into the top 30 with a $5 billion market cap. Absolutely crazy. Look at this. Across the board, we're seeing nothing but, kind of red. Bunk's up 11%. Freaking Fartcoin is up still 17%. Fartcoin will not die, guys. Fartcoin will not die. Fun fact. I heard that the selling fees on Fartcoin stink. So be very cautious there. Drum roll. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. It was cheesy. But to get back on track here. Let's see here. Raw liked it. There we go. Raw liked it. With Trump's project running up almost 600%, and really it's up a lot more than that. You have Jupiter running up, right? 26%. You have Radium up 17.5% right now. And then obviously we have Solana up 15.7% right now. Now, I kind of understand what Owen was saying. Owen's like, Trump stopped the bull market. Well, he didn't stop the bull market, but I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I would not be surprised if a lot of money right now is kind of, making its way over towards this project right now, just because it's just, this is it right here, right now. If you're right now, you pull up anything on YouTube for crypto, just like my thumbnail, it's just going to be anything about this Trump project right now, right? So you're seeing a lot of just money flowing in, right? Or just circulating around this project for right now. That's what I'm telling you guys. It will eventually subside slightly, or if not a dramatic, decrease in volume and stuff like that, and you'll probably see money flowing back in to everything else eventually, right? Like I said, we could see this thing run all the way into the inauguration that we have in literally about 48 hours from now. So I'm curious to see what exactly. I didn't realize I was blocking the. Should I move? Move my. No, I'm staying right there. I didn't realize I was blocking it. But yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if potentially, this thing's running for the next 48 hours. But we'll honestly have to see how it goes. Me personally, like I said, I bought it at $25. I'm not really looking to buy in any more as of now. I mean, it keeps fluctuating, right? We had a high already at around 34. We did drop down to about that 24, like I told you guys, a good little area to for some support. And you can see we're back around $30 for now. So the rest of the market, though, looking, RTR is another Trump project, not officially backed by him, but it is starting to run. You can see it is slightly moving towards the upside on here. This is another project that's kind of affiliated with him. Lazy said, have you been looking at any AI agent tokens? Bro, I mean, I've been looking around, right? But by the time I usually stumble across them, they're like freaking, I've already gone absolutely apeshit. I believe this AI16Z is a, no, it's not an AI agent, but this is an AI project that was doing really well. It is down considerably right now, right? So I am curious to see if this thing it did break below that dollar mark that I said I would like to buy in on. So I'm kind of curious to see if this thing does come down towards these certain levels. I am going to probably jump in on this project. This has a lot of hype behind it, this AI16Z. So Ross saying, should I buy in ASAP? I mean, bro, obviously, I'm going to give the disclaimer, not financial advice, so I'm not going to tell you yes or no. All I will say is, maybe keep an eye on it. Like I said, I anticipate this thing's probably going to continue to run, at least for today, because right now you have just people waking up, just like you did 4 hours ago, kind of stumbling across a project, not even looking at the chart, just buying in, right? So I would anticipate that the project's probably going to do, fairly well, at least for today, most likely for tomorrow, and probably going into the inauguration. Who freaking knows? Ricky said this is changed the game right here. My boy said it changed the game right here. Pink said, why are we bleeding? What are we bleeding, bro? We're at 104. We're not really bleeding. I will tell you, looking at some of the like meme coins today, Pepe is down 10%. Jasmy's down 12%. So I guess I do understand, why people are like, well, what the frick is going on, right? We have Suku that's down 15%. ICP's down about 8%. Fetch AI 7.5%. XRP's even down 4% today. ALI, Ricky, I called this, right? I called you guys, or not called you, but I said this in the Discord. I said that this thing, this ALI, which is a cheap AI project, and I say cheap as in small market cap, this thing was on a massive run yesterday. And all I said was this thing normally, it runs up like this, and then it will come down. It's very short-lived, right? You can see this thing is down 22% as of right now. It looks like it's trying to find some support at a certain level right here that we've had marked for a while, that 13.3. But this is why I was, kind of bringing this up, because what I like to do with AI is this thing, it just runs up fast. I usually will sell off, and then I will have patience and then buy back in as we get back to these levels. And you better believe it's going to get back to these levels. I guarantee it's going to get back under a penny. Maybe not now. Maybe it bounces and it continues up, but it will eventually find its way back down under a penny, right? So if you can take advantage of these swings, because I mean, look at this. Look at these swings. But I will tell you, each and every time, look at this trend. It has not broken out of the trend yet. I will tell you, if this thing does break out of this trend, if and when, I do believe it will eventually. It's a 2.5 cent, or the 2.2 cent for ALI. If this thing breaks above this 2.2, 2.3 cent, this thing probably will shoot up to some nice solid moves that we haven't seen in a while, like maybe this 6, 7, or maybe even 10 cent officially. So this is a project to keep an eye out on. It is down considerably if you're looking for some AI projects. I think the market cap's under $100 million right now, if I'm not mistaken. But I do believe, it's at 110. Crazy. I was buying this when it was at like 30, 40 million. Yeah, but I do believe the Trump project right now is taking a lot of liquidity from majority of the market right now. Like, there's no other way to look at it, right? And that's why Solana is absolutely ripping. Oops, I just moved my damn fib retracement. That pissed me off. Amor, I just woke up now to everyone walling in the Discord, right? Raw said well, I will tell you, and we'll pull it back up. The project, so not financial advice, right? But if I was to be FOMOing in on the project, it's at 6 billion now. If I was FOMOing in on the project, I would be going in through the swaps, right? So using my Phantom wallet, I would be swapping through Radium or Jupiter or Meteora, something like that. But if you are not, which you should be, if you're following this channel, we always promote DeFi, right? Decentralized finance, and using the swaps. It's going to be your cheapest way to swap a lot of these projects. And that's the perks of being with Solana, is you can bypass the central exchanges and just go straight to the swaps, which, is going to save you a lot of money, right? But if you're not able to do that, you have KuCoin, MEXC, Bybit, BitGet, HTX. It looks like it just got dropped on Crypto.com. This wasn't there a little while ago. So you have some of these major exchanges now that are getting in. That right there changes the game, because now I'm telling you guys, we're probably going to see massive FOMO coming in into this project. Now that you're seeing majority, or not majority, but a lot of these major exchanges, all you're waiting for is Binance or Crypto.com, or I'm sorry, Coinbase to drop it. This thing's about to go freaking apeshit. Someone in here was saying we're probably going to run up to $50. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this thing runs up to $50 now. Right? I wasn't even taking in consideration of the central exchanges that are dropping. So, all I would say, guys, is just be cautious. Remember, this thing is up like crazy right now, but with everything that's right now that's given in front of us, the information is probably going to continue to run, in my opinion, right? So, Yeah, Ricky said AI is like a fad, just like metaverse. Run it and gun it. It really is, bro. And I'm not saying that AI is not the future for blockchain technology, but like particularly, you know how AI runs, right? It usually will run in spurts. A lot of times, if you really want to make some money on AI for crypto, wait until like Nvidia does their earnings calls and stuff like that periodically. Whenever Nvidia does their earning calls, freaking AI usually, as long as it comes out good, right, profitable and stuff like that, and they meet the forecast or exceed it, AI projects just run, right? But it's usually short lived, and they'll usually come back down to normal, wherever they've been trading prior to the earnings call. So, TJ, what's going on, brother? Old said more welding today, but I'll watch later. Hope everyone is having a great day. Definitely, bro. Slap that like before you leave. Let's look at some things real quick, guys. So we already know about the obviously freaking the Trump project. We'll come right back to it. I know everybody wants to check that out. So XRP Ether dive as official Trump meme coin bumps Solana's 9% higher, right? So top performing XRP and Ethereum saw profit taken early Saturday as Donald Trump themed official meme coin attracted $3 billion in its first few hours after being issued on the Solana network. Price action in Bitcoin and most majors such as Dogecoin and BNB remained mute as Trump's token shifted sentiment for XRP and Ethereum. Traders perceived the Trump meme coin choice of issuing the token on Solana as bearish for Ethereum. And that's true, right, guys? That is very, very true. If we pull up Ethereum's chart right now, Ethereum's not doing terrible. It's sitting at around 32.69. Hey, 32.69. But you guys can see potentially, it's really not reacting positively, right? And this is multiple reasons, right? Like I said, right now you have a lot of liquidity that's moving around. It's moving into Solana, solely going into the Trump project, right? And you're seeing, just like the article said, sorry, I'm closing out a position that I have. I hate when they do this. I actually have a long position open for Ethereum, and I'm going to close it out real quick. As we're reading this article, I'm actually closing out the long position. Hold on here. Dude, did I get liquidated? Oh my gosh. You kidding me? Damn Ethereum. Did it drop down? Oh, when was this? Nah. It did. That's crazy. I got liquidated. Good thing it was a small position, but it is what it is. Damn Ethereum. That's why everybody likes Solana. Just kidding. But yeah, so basically you're seeing a lot of money, or a lot of people, like the article saying, bearish, slightly, I think, short-term bearish on Ethereum. And this is what we were talking about last week when people were asking me about Ethereum. I was like, listen, people, back in the day, and I say back in the day, just the last few years, we would indicate altcoin season when Ethereum would get to a certain price, right? I mean, I don't know. This time around, guys, I'm a little bit like, there's just massive competition, right, for Ethereum now, with a lot of these ecosystems that are just basically taking the limelight from Ethereum. Now, I still do think that Ethereum is going to do really well, but you can't deny the fact that Ethereum has performed so negatively compared to just Bitcoin, right? And this run that we've been in, right? Bitcoin has been steadily making highs, and Ethereum can't even freaking stay above 4K, right? That tells you something here. So with that being said, you have XRP that's coming to the limelight, taking massive liquidity, right? You have Solana right now. This right now is just so bullish on Solana. Now, let's just look at it as the tables turned and Trump dropped the project on Ethereum. Solana would probably be going down and Ethereum probably would be ripping. But why did he pick Solana, guys? Think about it. Why did he pick Solana? Well, we all know Ethereum's fees are just, they're horrid. They're horrid as far as just doing your swaps. and all that stuff. It is absolutely ridiculous how much it costs to do any kind of DeFi swapping or buying or whatever the case is on Ethereum. I'm sorry. Solana is just so much easier as far as just, when you're dropping, let's just say you drop 10K and Solana, the fees are literally like $1, $2, whatever the case is, right? Sometimes under $1. Go ahead and do that on Ethereum. They're going to charge you like $900 to do the damn swap. It's insane. And that's cheap compared to what some people, we always see articles, people, the whales, when they're doing swaps and stuff like that on Ethereum, they're paying like $1 million in just fees, right? That's just not efficient, and I'm not here to bash Ethereum. I love Ethereum, but they definitely, and don't tell me about layer 2s or anything like that. Ethereum needs to fix their shit or they're going to be outdated. Now I'm pissed because I got liquidated on Ethereum. But to disclose, I opened up the position, I think, last night, right? Because I saw we had dipped. So I was like, what? And I went too heavy on the leverage. So that's a disclaimer, but it is what it is. Ricky said inverse head and shoulders on what? Oh, yeah, right here. Yeah, I do see that. I do see it, bro. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised at some point, right? You see, you have the inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, which usually tends to be a bullish move, right? You have shoulder, head, shoulder right here on Ethereum, right? So this could be potentially long term because we're looking at the daily as a move eventually where Ethereum could go on a nice run. So, but for right now, today is Solana's day. We're going to officially call it Solana Day. And that's what it is. That is what it is. So Solana making new all-time highs at around $270 freaking dollars. $270 effing dollars, guys. Absolutely crazy. But jumping back into this article, we're not going to get too much into it. So an official meme coin linked to Trump has issued in early Asian hours. What was he in Asia when he dropped it, bro? Half of us are sleeping. I wouldn't be surprised if and no shout out to all the Asians out there, right? But he dropped it during while they're awake. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the ones capitalizing on all the profits. So issued early in Asian hours Saturday from his verified X and Truth Social accounts, prices ran from a few cents to $14 in less than 6 hours amid widespread confusion on whether the token was backed by Trump as reported. Bro, what was this? Damn, dude. You imagine stumbling across this, jumping in at 19 cents? Oh, now I'm just sick to my stomach, guys. And whoever sold, you made massive money. I wouldn't be upset, right? Selling at freaking $7 or $8 after buying in at 19 cents. Oh my God. Now I'm just sick to my stomach, guys. So some FUD managers consider the move to be bullish for meme coins. The incoming president just gave everyone a license to launch a meme coin. Sol was getting the message. Backup placeholder VC partner Chris Birkensyke wrote on X. Elsewhere, XRP slumped as much as 5% to par gains from a 40% gain over the past 7 days. Demand for XRP has surged since early November when Republican Donald Trump won the U.S. presidential election and promised to make the country hotbed for local crypto businesses. And proving sentiment for token linked to U.S. companies, XRP is closely related to the New York-based Ripple Labs. So we already know Ripple's had a hell of a week regardless of it being down slightly. I mean, it's still holding well above the $3 mark, so not looking bad at all for that. And I think we already looked at this. Let's see here. We've pretty much already looked at all this. This was the official... Oh, look, Eric Trump just dropped it. Extremely proud of what we continue to accomplish in crypto. Trump is currently the hottest digital meme coin on earth and truly believed at World Liberty Fi with renovizing DeFi, Central CeFi, and will be the future of finance. We are just getting started. Oh, God. That project's going to freaking go crazy. Bruh. Ricky said he got in at 19 cents. Why the hell didn't you send an alert across the Discord, bro? You're getting banned. You're getting banned, bro. I'm just kidding. You gotta share these messages right when it drops. You're always sending me other projects, right? Ricky's always sending me other projects, but he doesn't send me the damn 19-cent Trump coin. Amor said, Crips looking extra slick back today. Yeah, bro. No hat. You guys know I have long ass. My hair, my shit's long. If I dropped it, it would be down past my shoulders and shit. Just got back from the gym. Now I'm kind of pissed at Ricky because Ricky didn't drop the shit into... You guys saw that, right? I'm not the only person here that's kind of a little like, bro, what the F? Come on, Rick. Put my trust in you, bro. Just messing with you, man. You know what's so funny is today I was talking to my daughter. We're leaving the gym. And I was telling her about the Trump project. And she's like, you know what, Dad? She's 15. She's like, you know what, Dad? She's like, there'll be plenty of other opportunities. She's not even in crypto. And I was like, I looked at her and I said, that's exactly what I always preach in the members only stream. Like I always preach that. I was like, you know, not to go chasing projects or FOMOing in, you know, for the most part. And, you know, just understand there's always going to be more. There's always going to be more opportunity out there, right? For especially in the crypto space. So I was like, you know what? Girl's kind of smart. Not kind of smart. She's very smart, but. What I'm curious to see is why, if you look, it's not even on here, but it is technically, because if you think about it, market cap is at 6 billion right now. It would put itself right here at the 27th spot, right here, top 27, right now. So Ricky's calling for it's going to be one of the. What'd you say, Ricky? You said 100 billion. You notice how Ricky disappeared, right? Right when I called him out. Oh, there he is. Bro, why didn't you send an alert across the Discord? Why didn't you, man? Oh, you did at 20 cents? I keep moving my fib. Damn that sleep, bro. Freaking fell asleep. I'm not sleeping no more. Trump's over here on Asian hours. You know? It's ridiculous. Almost $3 billion in volume right now. I will tell you guys, be very cautious. Because right now there's going to be massive... Look at this. Look at all this. Trump coin, Donald, Strump, right? So just be very cautious because there's going to be a lot of Trump, official Trump 2.0, unofficial Trump, right? So just be very cautious buying in. Make sure that you guys are jumping in on the official, if you are FOMOing in on this, the official Trump token. Because look, you can see even on Trump's son, well, the actual, the picture says fight, 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 just like the other one does. But look at this. This one, I'm sure a lot of people jumped in and then realized, wait, this isn't the right project. What are you talking about? I'm skipping what? Look at that, fear and greed. We've jumped back up to the 66 in greed. Not too bad. What's Bitcoin's dominance looking like right now? Has spiked up slightly. That's another reason why, if you're wondering why your meme coins and your alts, other than maybe Solana right now, are having somewhat of a cool off, dominance has come down or come up in the last 24 hours. You can see this is on the daily. We've spiked up. We pretty much bounced at this 57.3 that I've been talking about. You can see we have come up slightly. So that's why, I mean, if you really look across the board, other than this Trump project and anything that's associated with Solana and Fartcoin, right? Did you guys hear my Fartcoin joke earlier? If you did not, it was good. It was good, guys. But I'm not gonna re-say it. It was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I heard it from somebody. I heard it from somebody. So I didn't make that one. But regardless, there's red across the board today. Red across the board. I'm anticipating that most likely, because I mean Bitcoin right now, if you really think about it, we have come down slightly, but Bitcoin's holding pretty well, right around that 104 area, right? So I mean, I'm anticipating that if we do see maybe tonight, we'll see somewhat of a possible cool off. But I'm anticipating, guys, I'm going to say it, I'm anticipating that tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, yes, Sundays where we normally have very little liquidity coming into the space, low volume, I'm thinking that tomorrow we're most likely going to see some big movement in the market, hopefully towards the upside with anticipation coming in on Monday, the inauguration, right? And also, I just realized the inauguration's on the 20th, right? Yeah, that's Martin Luther King Day, which is a national holiday. So the stock market is going to be closed down that day, right? So oh, you're talking about Marinade? What are you talking? What is Marinade? Is that a project? I saw you say it, but I forgot to bring it up. Marinade. It's on Solana. Just reading what it is. So it looks like a staking platform. $61 million market cap, liquidity $2 million. Volume is crazy low though. Why is that? Why is that volume so low, bro? And you know what I noticed? A lot of times whenever these projects are on Orca, you know you can't trade Orca in the United States for whatever reason. It's a foreign swap. A lot of times when you see Orca, the project's usually foreign as well, right? Just like that one project that you were talking about. But the volume is crazy low. So the only thing I'd be a little cautious on is it's freaking very low. Flip, what's going on, bro? But what's crazy is it's very low, but it's up 20%. We're talking about a project Ricky was talking about. It's up 20%. Excuse me. Freaking calls drop down to the abyss. Might need to throw something in here. Broke that trend. This isn't really the hell I was doing here. Yeah, it broke the trend. It actually got rejected at the trend. Not looking good for call. Let's jump into Twitter and see if they're going ape shit. You know, it's funny too is now I'm starting to see, not saying that it wasn't very it was I'm sure a lot of people were catching on, but you guys know that I brought this up on one of our streams. I'm going to pull it up on another chart. Remember I was doing the comparison to 2025 to 2021 January. I saw George, I am George, bringing this up on his stream yesterday. And a few other YouTubers Remember, we spoke about this. 2020 was an election year, right? And we saw a massive run, just like we saw in 2024. Well, come New Year's, January, we saw a 30% drop in January, which was this was right after the election, right? In 2020, this is 2021. We saw a 30% drop, right? Only to see Bitcoin run up over 100% in the next 3 months. Keep that in mind, guys. I think we're going to see something similar to what we've seen in 2020. The year 2020, nice run. January of 2021, which was that election, the transition period of two administrations transitioning, right? You can see we saw a 30% drop, and then we saw the markets absolutely rip in 2021, right? You fast forward to where we're at now, and it's not going to say it's very similar, but it's pretty similar. Where 2024, we've seen, this is basically the beginning of 2024. We saw a nice run towards the upside. We're seeing that retracement, or we've seen the retracement. If that was the bottom, we got some big numbers ahead of us, right? But we've seen the retracement as we've gone into January. We have about another week and a half of January, and we're starting to bounce. I think the only difference is, and we've talked about this, is that the administration that's going to be coming in is hinting at being very pro crypto, right? That is why I think we've gotten back into this Trump pump that we're pretty much in. And I also called this out, and I saw somebody talk about this on YouTube. Carl to the Moon was pointing out that this is also a nice W pattern that's formed since we broke this high, since we broke the all-time high. We've seen this double bottom kind of form where we've pretty much bounced and retested that 91,004 twice. I know we've done it multiple times, but you can see it's been pretty much two solid drops, and now we're starting to come back up on a beautiful W pattern that it looks like we have going right now, which could indicate that we could be seeing some major movement ahead. I know a few other people were calling for $130,000 Bitcoin within the next 8 to 12 weeks. So we'll see how it plays out. Remember, the other scenario that we could see is that, we could see the buy the news, sell the rumor event, right? Where, that buy the news, or buy the rumor, sell the news event, right? I'm always like, which one is it? Buy the rumor, sell the news is pretty much, people FOMOing in back when we dropped down towards that 92,000, running it up. The inauguration goes through, maybe after a few days, because remember, we have a lot of bullishness that we have in front of us, hopefully on the first week of the inauguration with the executive orders and stuff like that could be dropping. Well, with that being said, we could see maybe after the first week or two, maybe we see a cool down again, right? Only for us to most likely retest maybe some of these areas before we start running back up. So few different scenarios ahead of us, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that it's just nothing but smooth sailing. From here all through 2025, we're going to see some major retracements here and there, but I still do believe that we're going to see massive runs in between those retracements. So just letting you guys know, what we could have ahead of us in regards to with Bitcoin and really the markets, so. But for right now, it looks like it's a weekend, right? Even though we are seeing a lot of movement this weekend with anticipation of Monday, Bitcoin right now, you can see, is slightly, it's not retracing, but it looks like it's wanting to cool off a little bit from yesterday's run, right? So you can see yesterday we did run up, like I said, we ran up basically to about 106. And since then, we have seen somewhat of a cool off. We dropped down to about 102 overnight, only to run back up to about 104, almost 105. Now we're kind of looking like we want to find some support around this 103.6 area, 103.5, somewhere around there. Hopefully we'll hold. I would probably anticipate that we're probably going to come back to retest the 102, maybe even come back to retest the 101. But I do think that that's probably going to be a fake out as tomorrow, or I keep saying tomorrow, but as Monday rolls around. I'm thinking tomorrow we're probably going to see a lot of big volume coming in, hopefully towards the upside, as people are just basically still on that buy the rumor kind of thing, where Trump's going to be dropping the executive orders on the first few days or the first day in regards to a strategic reserve. Remember, I said this when we got the news maybe a few weeks ago that this was going to be happening. You know, I put this strategic reserve on par with the ETFs. I really do. I do think that because think about it, not only are we going to hodl hopefully what we have and the holdings right now, you know, they hold what is it, like $6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin right now, but they plan on making a bill. Remember Loomis, I think it is Senator Loomis, where they're going to acquire 1 million Bitcoin in the next 4 years is what they're trying to do, right? So that means them buying another $1 million worth of Bitcoin and adding that to the strategic reserve, you know. So we have that. Gary Gensler, his last day is 2 days from now, guys. I told you the markets are probably going to react positively when Dirty Gary leaves as well, right? And I think XRP, I might end up opening up a long on XRP depending on how low XRP goes, because XRP has been reacting positively on the departure of Dirty Gary leaving, right? So if you pull up XRP and we kind of zoom in a little bit, you can see, now that I zoom in, what do you guys see here? I see potentially a fallen wedge pattern, or what I love to call it, a beautiful bull flag that's playing out right here on XRP. So what me personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if maybe we're going to come back down towards this channel, somewhere around that $3.05 to $3.10 area right there, and open up a nice long for XRP. So Manny Fresh said NFK to the moon. We've been getting some volume in NFK, so we just need to weed out all these old wallets that are basically, I mean, you see these little sells. These people are selling off, they're buying in, and I look and see what they buy in on, and then they lose money on those projects as well. But we're just kind of waiting for them to sell off. You know, if you're not long term, letting them sell off, and then kind of waiting to see if we're going to start pumping up that volume and start putting in some buys. We also, for NFK, we need to talk as a community in regards to running boosts and ads on the project. We could easily turn the project right around and start, seeing massive volume coming in. Also, I could do a massive airdrop, right? As far as not for all of us, but for wallets across Solana, or we could, how we always get dropped, and I'm like, I just got a new airdrop, and it brings you to the project. We could do stuff like that. I've been noticing a lot of tokens on Solana have been doing that, where they're 8 months old, a year down the road, and it's always going to happen. It's inevitable, right? Where your volume's going to start shriveling up. That's how you stay relevant, stuff like that. But it costs money to do all that shit, so we'll see how it plays. Manny, what's going on, bro? Jay's in the house. What's going on, bro? Ricky said, you'll never be saying, why didn't you tell me about Marinade earlier? They don't all come out the gate flaming. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Amor said, after what the call Discord did to me, I ain't ever buying in. What'd they do to you, Amor? What happened? Did you go in there trying to show NFK or something? I told you not to go in there and do that, bro. Amor said, I've seen homeless people who live in sewers that are cleaner than Dirty Gary. I like that. You know what? I don't have nothing personal against him, but good riddance. Good riddance, bro. Fun fact, Gary Gensler is worth over $100 million, guys. You guys know that? Over $100 million. The guy used to teach blockchain technology at MIT, right? Isn't that crazy? And he actually applied to be some kind of a something with Binance, where he wanted, before he actually got the position at the SEC, he applied to be something high up in Binance, and I just got a brain fart, but homeboy that runs Binance denied him, and right when that happened, he ended up getting his position at SEC, and he started to attack crypto. So you put it all together. But Gina's in the house. What's going on? Definitely going to be looking at opening up a long on XRP here soon. So we'll see. Let's jump back. What's going on with this Trump project? Where is it at now? Stagnant. It's been stagnant around this $30 mark. Looks like, if you can see, for now, it is starting to go through some sell pressure, right? Obviously, we have massive buying coming in, right? I mean, you can see these buys coming in, but there's also obviously some solid sells going in if we can ever find them. Oh my God. Nothing but green. Look at this. Nothing but green. I saw a freaking $2.5 million buy-in this morning. Absolutely crazy. And you know what's crazy is that person bought in at $24. So if they sold right now, they'd probably make a $500,000. About $500,000 if they sold. Right? So possible trend that we have formed from that high from here. And we could be seeing also, not, kind of no FUD or anything like that, but we could potentially be seeing somewhat of a M pattern as well. Right, you can see potentially, right? But like I said, I think as of today, tomorrow, we have a lot, with the inauguration coming. I think this is going to be on the forefront, especially if people keep tweeting. We just had Eric Trump tweet. Trump obviously tweeted earlier. You have all that stuff. And then also another thing that's very bullish for this project particularly is you're starting to see the central exchanges are starting to list it. Crypto.com's the newest one. We have MEXC, KuCoin, BuyGet, BitGet, Bybit, right? You have all these right now that are all starting to list this Trump project. But right now, still the most volume is coming through the swaps as of now. You're seeing the swaps are still in control as far as the buying and selling right now. So it just broke below 30 for now. Ricky said it looks more like a W forming to me, bro. My glass is half full. Hey, I hear you. Where's the W? I mean, that's what's crazy, bro, is these M's and W's can easily, they can easily, right, where it looks like it's an M pattern, right? You have an M pattern, and then it like turns into a freaking W, like out of nowhere, right? I'm trying to see your W pattern. Maybe right here, double bottom, something like that, right? I hear you. I've seen it happen plenty of times where I'm like, oh shit, that's an M pattern. And then I come back, I'm like, wait, it's a freaking W pattern. I'm like, what the hell? Right? Isn't that crazy? So Ricky's seeing it, and I like it. Ricky's seeing it because he bought in early, right? He's like, nah, bro. He's like, but all of us that didn't buy in at 19 cents, we're all over here like, yeah, it's an M pattern. Kind of looking, like, just like Ricky didn't tell us about the 19 cent mark, so we're like, that's an M pattern. What do you guys think? We got an M? What do you think, an M or W for the win? W for the win. All right, Ricky, I can't say that one, bro, because then I'm going to have to say no Diddy. He said something about being juicy, bro. I can't do it, guys. You got to be careful because he'll have me saying it. And then people are like, whoa. Ew, brother, ew. And then Ricky's just sitting back there. I think he trolls half the time, but who knows? I think he's trolling half the time. All right, Ricky, with your W pattern, what about right here for Bitcoin? Are we seeing a possible M pattern right here? Right? Hold on. I need to use the... That's a weak ass M right there. Bro, what's up? You got me on some weak. I'm gonna. Don't like it. Cup and handle. There we go. It does kind of look like a cup and handle. I can't even deny that one. See, look, Ricky turns anything bearish into being bullish. I like it. Anything bearish into bullish. There you go. Nah, but you know what? Cup and handle, or just like we said for the XRP, we could potentially be seeing somewhat. Oh, you know what? Let me see something here. We have that. Hold on here. Hold on here, guys. I don't know. We might be seeing somewhat of. I'm telling you, this is probably setting up for a breakout for Bitcoin. Potentially, where we could see tight range. We have that support like we find right now. We have around the 1035, somewhere around here, and then we see something on the lines of this as we get into potentially tonight or tomorrow. It's either going to do that or it's going to come down. I mean, you guys, what do you think? We have so much bullishness in front of us. Like I said, even if it's short term, I think we're going to see probably a big breakout. I kind of want XRP to come down real quick so I can open up that position. Damn it. I'm trying to open up a freaking long. Gina said, that's our Ricky. Tell him. There you go. What are you trying to say, Gina? I'm not always bullish. I mean, you guys know sometimes Crip the Bear comes out. I can't even deny it. Can't even deny it. See something like that's the move right there. We'll see tomorrow. We're going to come back and see does the M play out or does the W play out? Which one? I would probably imagine, even if we don't see either or, like I said, I still do anticipate the project does a lot better than where it's at right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we jump up to the $50 mark at some point, to be quite frank with you. So, but with that, I think we're pretty much, let me see if there's anything else going on across the interwebs. Look at this. Stablecoin inflows to exchanges could push Bitcoin's price to all-time highs. All right. Look at this. CoffeeZilla. Uh-oh. CoffeeZilla. 80% of Trump coin for insiders, 100% griff. Let's see here. So CoffeeZilla on YouTube took a critical look at Trump's recent launch of the meme coin, which he dubbed a historic grift. Indeed, President-elect Trump published a Truth Social post about the meme coin. He also issued a statement on X, formerly Twitter. Phantom, the non-custodial cryptocurrency wallet backed by Sequoia and Anderson, verified that it's real. Still, Finderson wishes it weren't true. I hope to everything that I will wake up and find I've been I've been deep faked. What the hell? What did CoffeeZilla say though? So he's saying the lack of transparency. 80% of the coin is owned by Trump's camp. Only 20% of the official Trump is available to the public. Of that 20%, 10% went to liquidity pool and the other 10% went to public allocation. The allocation breakup for the remaining 80% is notably vague, with obscure labels like CIC Digital, 1, 2, 3, etc. He's claiming that the losses likely, the real money will be made by insiders who knew about the launch in advance and got in at the ground level. The remaining public will likely lose money. You know why I'm going to say I don't necessarily I don't agree with this particularly, right? Because if you look at, I'm not going to get into the tokenomics of it, but if you look, right, right now circulating supply of this is about 1 billion, right? Well, you know what? Let's actually go over here. Circulating supply is about 1 billion, right? And right now the total supply, is at 1 billion. Circulating supply is at 200 million. So there's only 20% that's in circulating supply as of now, right? Do you think, just hear me out, do you think that Trump is going to drop a token or a coin, right, and then rug pull everybody? Do you really think that? I know people that hate him are like, yeah, oh yeah, right? Because they're always gonna say something like that. But do you think as a business aspect that's a good look? Absolutely not. And even if you're the president, there still could be very bad ramifications on doing that. We saw with the Hawk 2 chick, right? So do you think that that's potentially going to happen? No. Now, do you think that potentially there were people that knew about this, as it was dropping, or maybe even before? Probably, right? It's DeFi, it's crypto. You're going to tell me the same shit with stocks, right? The same shit happens, right? But I honestly think that most likely there's not going to be, I would say 90% chance that there's not going to be a rug pull or any kind of where like Trump is in this and he's doing this to make particular money. The dude's a billionaire, right? Hopefully he has people that are governing the token or the coin that are have a good head in front of him and he can trust, because honestly this would not be a good look, right? So let's see here.
Trump just launched a meme coin.
Let's see.
Welcome back to the Void. This is not how I wanted to start my 2025. Let me tell you that right now. Here's the tweet.
And
my new Donald Trump
CoffeeZilla
official meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for. Winning. Join my very special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Go to gettrumpmemes.com. When you go there, you join the Trump meme, which is buying something and hoping it goes up in value. Currently, that stands at a $13 billion market cap. Because
it's not 13 billion. I don't know what he's talking about. It's at, look at this when at the time of this video. The time of this video, $13. If he imagine he's looking at it and he's like, holy shit.
Nothing matters.
Right now it's at 30.
Which is great. I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. In addition, $12 million has been made in fees already just on the trading volume, which is over $1 billion so far. And I think that's even better. I'm joking. I don't even know. I'm speechless, actually. I don't know what to say. It's historic in its stupidity. It's historic in its grift. The level of scam here to use the days before your presidency, your inauguration, to use that as a hype project for the meme. Like, did this guy want to do the presidency the second time? Or was this the meme coin hype plan? We're 2 days away. Okay, understand. We are 2 days away from an inauguration. I mean, should he be writing a speech? He's launching a meme coin. Okay, that's the start of it. That's the start of the grift. Then you have to understand that the Trump meme coin, which has no value, no intrinsic value, 80% is owned by the Trump camp. Only 20% goes to the public. 10% went to the liquidity pool, and 10% went to the public.
So he's saying that, like we just already looked at, right? 80% are technically owned by Trump, what he's claiming, or Trump's team. Like I said, I don't think Trump's in this to really make any money, particularly, right? I mean, obviously he's a business guy, so money is always going to be, on the forefront. But at the same time, I think the ramifications of something like this, if where he was to let this thing run and then it just drops down to the abyss, would be so bad of a look, right? So bad of a look that I guarantee that 80% is probably secure, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Allocation. Here's the rest of it. This is their website, gettrumpmemes.com. And yes, I've thought at first this was a hack. I was like, there's no way this could be true. They also have a, Donald Trump Truth Social post about it.
You guys hit that like.
Phantom Wallet has, verified it. I hope to everything that I will wake up and find I've been deepfaked. Let me just say that for the record. If this is wrong, and this is just sort of an initial reaction thing, I will do a follow-up if there's more.
That's what I think it is, honestly, in my opinion. I think, and like I said, much respect to CoffeeZilla. This guy is legit, jumps into it, goes in and really looks at the ins and outs of all these things. But what I honestly think is that it's his initial, because think about it, this guy he sees all these scams, right? Or these people, it's the celebrity, back tokens that is just, they've made the space look terrible, right? So I understand where he's coming from, completely understand. There's too much for Trump to lose, in my opinion, for him to not let this thing really succeed for the most part, right? People are going to lose money at every project. People are going to buy high, right? That's not the problem. What he's saying is that 80% of the circulating supply is held by insiders that are going to dump. And that's where I think he's jumping the gun, and I don't think that's going to happen, in my opinion.
Details that come out. I mean, it seems like a straightforward grift to me, but I hope that I'm wrong. But at least at first glance, it appears to be what it looks like, which is a former president about to be president using the hype of their campaign.
Lazy said he's probably salty
to launch.
I mean,
it's so.
I know I am
insane. I mean, it's funny in its insanity, but it's also gross in how cynical it really is. I mean, you have to understand, most of the people who actually buy this, like sincerely buy this, are like diehard DGen crypto heads who might make some money because they spend all day on Deck Screener looking for coins, and they caught this at 100K, or they caught this at 10 million, and now it's 13 billion, right? They're going to make money. Most people who this is actually targeted at, which is normies, who go, what's a Solana? What's I just learned about what.
And this is what I was talking about earlier, how this is actually a plus for Solana itself, because now you have the regulars like all of us that, buy and sell Solana all day, right? As far as DeFi and stuff like that. But you also have a lot of people that are following Trump that are like, what the freaking hell? How do I do this? How do I buy this token, right? Because they want to buy it. That's why Solana made all-time highs today. Solely because of this project, it made all-time highs, because you have to buy Solana necessarily, or you have to have USDC. You have to have a Solana wallet, right, to trade into this. As of earlier, remember, we said this, and I'm going to go back to that video real quick, but we said this earlier. A lot of major exchanges now. Let me refresh this page and see if there's anything else. A lot of major exchanges. Now we have Crypto.com, Mexi, HTX, KuCoin, BitGet, Bybit. All of them, as of the last few hours, have all opened up trading for the project as well. So it's not necessarily, you have to just buy Solana, open up a Phantom wallet, and start trading. Now you can actually, they're making it easier for the people that don't want to go out through the swaps, which, not financial advice, I pointed this out earlier. Swaps are going to be your cheapest way, regardless if you're buying Trump or if you're buying anything else that's available on any swap, on any DeFi, right? Because swaps are always going to be the cheapest route versus going through these central exchanges. Central exchanges are going to hit you with major fees. You imagine what Crypto.com setting up? You imagine that? They're going to hit you with massive fees. You guys know we always bitch and complain about it.
Bitcoin was. What's a smart contract? Can I buy it with a credit card? Like the people buying this with a credit
Bullish
card?
said it's attracting new investors and then
Roasted, dude. Game over. Obliterated. You're gone. You're done. You're never gonna.
Flip said he's respectfully biting.
And then, by the way, of course, the third group, besides the snipers, the people, the degens who are looking for this, who are going to make money, the public's going to get wrecked, and then the other people are going to make money. As obviously, the people who are going to make the most money are the insiders. Number one, the part of the Trump camp that knew this was coming out, knew the contract address, who got it right when it launched, right? Obviously. The other people who are going to make money are the insiders who are going to get the rest of this 80%. So basically, Trump launched this through CIC.
We're going to need to go through the white papers and verify this. And I think this is what he's going to have to come up and follow up, because even Ricky's saying that they only released 20% of the coins, 80% is left misinformation. From what I'm hearing is, and Ricky said they are not circulating any new coins until after 3 years. CoffeeZilla is making it seem like the other 80% is being held by actual people, right? And what can almost bet is that 80% is just not in circulation yet. They're probably going to release it through periods of time, right? So again, did people maybe know about the project prior? Maybe. Did people know about it as it was dropping? Yes, right? You know, you're always going to have that in stocks and crypto, right? But I think what he is maybe hinting on is something like what that Hawk Tua chick did and stuff like that. And you know, Trump's around a lot more loyal and smarter people, whether you love him or you hate him, right? Because at the end of the day, he has so much more to lose than what Hawk Tua's 15 minutes of fame.
CIC Digital, who I think he launched his other NFTs with. According to this article by ABC, CIC Digital is fully owned by the Donald Trump Revocable Trust. So it's kind of unclear exactly, like, is he getting paid a licensing deal for this? Is he just one of the guys? It's not that clear. But let's just break down, because I think that's kind of intentional that it's not that clear. Here's the creators. Here's the allocation. So there's 6 groups who are getting the rest of the 80%, and they're all labeled very obscurely. Like, it's just, you know, creators in CIC Digital 1, CIC Digital 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. That's all the description we get, at least on this page. And you can see that they're not locked up at the start. They have a 3 to 12 month lockup duration, depending on the group.
Art said he's got to recoup some money for the
basically,
lawyers.
they unlock over 24 months. That's the punchline. So over 3 years, all of this will be unlocked. This token will be diluted
in 3 years
by the rest of that 80%. What I think is so cynical about this is that it's going to fully vest during the presidency. So it's like there's no way that they're not going to get millions of dollars out of this. They're going to extract so much value from the Trump base and degens, of course. But it's insane. It's like going to be the historic grift. I honestly can't believe it. I'm like waiting for someone. Is somebody going to stop this? Like, is this allowed? But yeah, no, it's insane. I mean, how could this not, like, how do you expect people to lose interest in a coin when the guy is running the free world? And that's not an endorsement, because the coin is going to be sold by insiders. But it's like,
he's definitely going to.
I saw a tweet that I was just like, yes. Somebody goes, crime is legal. And that's how I kind of felt about that. I was like, that's how it feels right now. To say it's a conflict of interest is like, you know, insulting all the people who've had conflicts of interest before. It's so crazy to use the presidency in this manner to pump a meme coin to enrich yourself, insiders.
Do you guys really think that's what he's doing? Do you think he's pumping a meme coin to enrich himself? I'm honest. I'm generally asking. Do you guys think that? I personally, I don't think he's doing that. Honestly, I think that I think he wanted to roll out this project. Remember, he had been hinting on doing something like this for the last like 2 or 3 months, or the last 4 or 5 months, probably. 1, 2. It's supposedly gonna be the most pro crypto administration that we've ever had, right? I find it so hard to believe, and I hope that I don't come back and I'm just like, damn, because I'd lose a lot of respect. But imagine, I'm just saying, like, I find it hard to believe that they would allow anything negative potentially happening to this project, right? As far as like insiders dumping massive amounts, and running off with the bag or anything like that. I just don't see that happening, guys. But never say never, right? I just think that, and he said this at the beginning, but I feel like he's kind of getting ahead of himself. He said, maybe I'll have to come back and redact what I'm saying and have a follow video. I guarantee he's most likely going to have to do that.
And basically everyone but your standard base, right? Because the standard Trump guy and girl, they aren't like crypto people. Maybe a little bit. Like a part of his base has become crypto people because of this new crypto turnaround he's done in the last few years. But besides those people who've already gotten the coin, before you watch this thing, they already got the coin. It's a disaster. It's a disaster for most of his.
It's a disaster, is what he's claiming. Now remember, this is when it was at he said it was a disaster when it was at $13, right? Look what it's done since then. Look what it's done since his video. Whew, look at that red coming in. You think everybody's watching CoffeeZilla right now?
Supporters. And that's what is like the grossest part of this whole thing is like, you're not only doing the world dirty, your own fans are gonna get wrecked on this. I think
it's safe to say CoffeeZilla is probably not.
Look, obviously the website
right?
gives the old boilerplate, like we make no promises. The Trump meme will increase in value or maintain the same value you paid as the amount you paid to purchase same. So misspelled that. Nice. This totally wasn't thrown together last minute, guys. Last minute to take advantage of this incoming inauguration of the president of the free world. The Trump meme website states that it is not political and has nothing to do with any political campaign or political office or government agency.
Ricky said the devs and the initial investors prior to the launch oftentimes don't get to take returns until unlock in increments. Ricky said he's popping a gasket for a fair launch token. Lazy said, I think he's acting like a businessman that sees crypto as an asset and not a liability.
Honestly, I think they're going to backtrack on this one. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, there's no way they fully embrace this. It's too insane. They're going to pretend that they weren't like behind this. They're going to I don't know what they're going to do actually. I don't know. Every time I think it's like he jumped gone too far, video, it's like,
but we'll see.
It's so insane because Trump was like, doing this whole crypto thing. I know people are going to say, oh, he's been in crypto for a little bit. He was still pretending to be like on the sort of like, oh, we're trying to be utility side of things. He was doing like NFTs for the art, you remember the AI generated, or it looks like AI generated.
That is true. Not Trump. If you really think about it, Trump was taking first presidential candidate to take donations or whatever through his campaign via Bitcoin, right? And through crypto. I think it was Solana as well. Also, Trump has dropped multiple lines of NFTs as well, right? This if you really think about it, we should have expected him dropping a
thing where Trump's like ripped and like in the Superman outfit, super cringe.
Yeah, he definitely hates
And then
Trump,
he did
period.
He did the World Liberty Financial where they were going to do a fork of Aave. They were just at least saying that it was going to have utility, even if there wasn't any. What I find interesting about this is like, it's just, you can't even pretend that this is doing something. The distribution also, you have to understand, guys. I know some of you who watch this maybe aren't crypto people. This distribution is like insane. The crypto people are going to get behind this because they're sycophants who want to suck up so that the government is going to help them because they've been like kicked by the government for a while. So they're just going to suck up to power because they need regulators to be on their side. So you'll see a lot of crypto people be like, oh, 80%, that's fine. That's not normal. It's not. Maybe for like a layer 1 token where there's going to be like a ton of development work, then monetizing the back end supports development work for years to come. This is a meme coin. There's no development work to be done after this. It's done.
No more. All right.
They're just rent seeking 80% of the value of this thing.
I will say, look at the project has retraced. All right, guys, look, who called it so far? Who called the M pattern? This thing's about to go right back up. Watch. Right now, it's currently at $27. Remember, when he's making this video, it was sitting at $13 when he was making this video. Mr. T said, but look at what this did to all the altcoins. Also, the rumor is that the new Trump meme coin will be added to Coinbase and Binance. That is crazy. And I listen, T, 100%. We were talking about this earlier. A lot of people were coming in. They were like, bro, what is going on right now with the market? Right? And I told him, I said, you know, this project is taking a lot of liquidity and a lot of money that was maybe in a lot of these projects. It's temporarily come over to this Trump project. I would almost bet my dollar on, right? I would almost bet my dollar. Right now, Bitcoin's still holding around that 104 area. Solana obviously benefiting off of this, running up to make all-time highs. It did have a retracement, but it is sitting around 253. XRP did see a drop, and Ethereum has dropped. Look at ladies. Look at ladies freaking dropping like crazy right now. I know my portfolio is in the red. Maro's down 8%. All right, now it's messing with my money.
And it's a zero-sum game.
It's going to be temporary, guys. I guarantee you.
It's a zero-sum game where the last person holding the dollar loses, and they're taking 80% of the value. Need I say more? For no reason. For no reason. There's not a justification like, hey, guys, we're going to, like, develop it for years. No. They're not even pretending to have a development plan in place. At least with World Liberty Financial, they were pretending.
They had like the like
temporary. Bro, they were like, "Oh, we're going to develop this for years to come."
You guys know how this shit. I saw the same kind of shit happen when Pepe dropped. You guys remember when Pepe dropped during the bear market? Freaking, I'm talking about everybody and your mother and your grandma were trading Pepe, right? And it was like the hottest thing for like a week, and then it freaking eventually came back down, right? But I mean, Pepe's gone to do great things, right? Pepe's a big meme coin, but I'm saying at the time, we've seen this plenty of times come in where the space gets overloaded with just this one particular whatever's going on, right? It was Dogecoin at some point, right? It was Pepe, right? You have all these different things that have happened, right? Right now, today, it is this Trump coin, and that's why you're seeing a lot of these projects. If anything, you're getting opportunity on some of these projects that have dropped back down to some certain levels, because you better believe that most likely as of tomorrow and this inauguration, when Trump says that he's dropping a strategic reserve for Bitcoin and for whatever, that money's going to shift back over, right? It's going to shift back over.
Just kidding. Let's launch on Solana. All right. Well, look, I'll probably follow up about this later. I'm tired for a lot of reasons, but what a start to the year. I don't know, man. Can we just reset this?
Ricky, did it drop a W? Let's see.
Insane. Insane. Like I said, I hope it turns out I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. My final question, which I just don't have answered, is just who these groups are, the creators and CIC Digital. If I had to guess, the guys who are going to unlock first, which means after 3 months, are going to be the Trump, like the closest inner circle, and then everyone will unlock after that. you can expect that the price of Trump coin is going to catastrophically fall once that unlock starts to happen. All right, agree. That's basically it. I don't know how to end this.
I don't know. He's kind of spazzing out to me, bro. Normally he's on point. I think he's spazzing out, but we'll see. We'll see. You know how if people get emotional about it. I would bet, and I'm saying respectfully, I think that CryptoZilla is a smart guy, and he does well for not just crypto, but for just across the board for scams. So I respect him. I would love to see how this plays out as far as what he's saying. All right, Ricky, bro. Can we both agree that maybe both of us are right? Right? Maybe there's right now, I would say the M pattern looks like it's there, right? But I could see your W pattern about to form as well, right? So I think we could both say, look at that. If you really look at it, we're pretty much the same, bro. We're pretty much the same, right? It was an M pattern that was turning into a W. There we go. There we go, bro. There we go. So we'll see how this plays out, guys. All I can say is just be cautious. I think one thing that you can take from CoffeeZilla and from what I was saying earlier too is just be cautious, right? Don't go FOMOing in like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously it's not financial advice. Do what you got to do. But, don't come crying if something does happen. And at the same time, don't come coming in here gloating that you made $1 million because you bought in at 19 cents like Ricky. All right, I'm just kidding, but it is what it is. We'll see how it plays out. But like I said, I think we're seeing $3 billion that have shifted into the space over here. A lot of that money is going to come flowing back in, and you'll see a lot of these alts come back to life. So I mean, remember, not just your meme coins are doing, are retracing like crazy. I mean, across the freaking board, XRP, which has been so hype, is down today. You have Ethereum down today as well, right? So, I mean, Bitcoin's going to do Bitcoin. It's probably the only one that's kind of holding as of now, only down a 0.02%. But everything else, I think a lot of money has shifted over into this project temporarily. So, we'll see how it plays out. But from there, guys, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys coming in today. I'm going to go off. I got to go spend some time with the family and stuff like that. So, be safe out there. If anything crazy does happen with the project or with anything across the space, we will be coming back live later on. If not, we'll have another live. I was going to do a members only stream tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe we do a members only stream on Inauguration Day. So we'll figure that all out. But we definitely will be back here no matter what. And these next days are going to be very critical. So we'll definitely be here, guys. So other than that, guys, be safe out there. Have a safe day. I will see each and every one of you guys maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Make sure you have that notification hit so you can get those notifications. All right. All right, guys. NFK to the moon. See ya.